JJ and Samuel join me now. Liverpool fans to have their say on this scenario. Boys, JJ, well, obviously I saw your rap the other night. How excited you were, but how do you feel right now? Not only Caicedo going to Chelsea, but big, strong reports from Jacob Steinberg that the deal for Lavia will also go to Chelsea as well.
Congratulations on Chelsea obtaining two midfielders and completing their midfield rebuild. And I wish them all the best. And I hope that FFP come crashing down on them with some massive point reductions in the future. That's all I've got to say on that at the moment, Terry. We're in the mud, man. Liverpool are in the mud, top to bottom. You tried to play with the big boys and it just didn't work, man. So, yeah. PSA, any fans out there, the football terrace community, any midfielders about? Any DMs about? Any deals about? Terry, have you got any DMs to give us?
Look, McTominay is available. 45 million is yours.
We haven't got
El Neni at Arsenal's available.
We haven't got 45 million, Terry. We haven't got 45 million. Yeah, it's the most frustrating thing about it is Liverpool's kind of whole ploy about not having money, being really quite strategic is just evaporated. I've never ever, and correct me if I'm wrong, Terry, I don't remember the last time a team that's bid over 80 million for a player not getting him because the player rejected them.
Mate, it's you know what's crazy, happened. Mate, and this is the thing. A lot of the way when Arsenal got Rice, it was City pulled away, Chelsea pulled away from Onana, and that's because they were told, "I don't want to come to you. I'm going to go to this other team." And I know that if Chelsea didn't get this bid accepted, he would have gone to Liverpool. I understand that, but Chelsea were always going to go and get this deal done. That's the thing, and it's about reading the room. Man United twice have walked away from Gakpo and Nunes because we knew they were going to pick you over us. What we didn't do is get a bid accepted publicly, not to land the player. Now, I can personally take it, but I get why it looks bad. Does that make sense? And with the celebration, and with Ornstein, I love Ornstein, but with the whole personal terms or formality bit, that's why I think you guys were also excited, because someone of 100%. That level said it.
100%, Terry. I'm the most pessimistic kind of objective Liverpool fan that there is, man. I'm one of them anyway. And even I drank the Kool-Aid, man. As soon as Ornstein, I didn't even do the late night stream. I waited until the morning. I wanted to be sure. I waited till 10 a.m., Terry. And yeah, I just don't know how Liverpool recover from this. It's an absolute mess. Even if the Lavia deal was available, Terry, we're not getting Lavia for 50 million anymore. Because the whole time we were probably telling them, look, we've only got 48, 45 to give you. We haven't got 50. We're building our stadium. We haven't got 50 at the moment. We haven't got 50 in cash to go and drop on a midfielder. We tried to go and play the poker game and it's just backfired. And now, listen, Southampton are in a position where they can just say, look, when you were negotiating with us, when we were saying 50 million, we still had Ward-Prowse. We haven't even got Ward-Prowse anymore. Lavia's our only senior midfielder. So guess what? 70 million.
There's that side of it. And mate, you're right. And you also have the other side of the argument. And the other side of the argument is the player. We saw this 6 years ago with Arsenal when they told Thomas Lemar in around the April or May, we're going to come for you. He agreed personal terms in principle. We're coming for you. We're going to put the bid in. They had no contact with him for the majority of that remaining summer. They didn't put the bids in. And then in the very last moment, they put in like £100 million bid. And he said, look, it's too late. I'm not going to join now. And he said he felt disrespected. Chelsea did it that same summer, I believe it was, with Lukaku. Chelsea stopped doing the legwork. They told him they were going to do X, Y, and Z. They didn't do it. Man United did. And it changed his mind to make him join Man United. And what you might find Lavia sitting there and thinking is, listen, Chelsea have come in late, but they put a bigger bid in twice. They're offering me maybe more money. They're showing more willing to get me. That can sway a football player's mind. There's still a chance you get Lavia, but you're now going to have to spend at least 56 million or at least 55 million and match their bid, which is 10 million more than you bid for him so far. honestly, it's genuinely crazy. And as a Man United fan, it's funny, but from a football standpoint, I feel sorry for you lot, the fans, because you lot don't deserve this. There's a super chat here that says it seems they just hand out accountancy degrees at Liverpool Uni. Did they not understand Chelsea haven't spent 600 million and have spread the payments? Yeah, look, JJ gets that. JJ's just being salty because he's upset. I said it the other day. I don't think Chelsea are at any risk of FFP. The biggest reason being they've done such a forensic, thematic, deep dive review on their accounts that they found irregularities that are probably going to lead to them getting a fine through rules being broken, and they G'd themselves up. You wouldn't be that close to your books and then mess up on FFP. It isn't going to happen. So I think people can just put that out their heads.
I think people are forgetting as well, Terry, is that FFP, if I'm sure, actually coincides with the financial year. We're nowhere near it yet.
Well, again, this is why, and I remember reading they had to raise 200 million by the end of June for them to be in a position where it didn't impact them for 3 more years. It's a 3-year cycle as well. So that 3-year cycle's kicked in, and they are going to land some massive new shirt sponsors, arm sponsors, that they're clearly connected. They're going to land so many big sponsors over the next 2 to 3 years. They will balance the books. They really will. And this idea that Chelsea are just gone and we're going to fall away is crazy. I'm going to go to Samuel in a minute, but Alex is here with us, Redneck Blue, Chelsea fan. How are you feeling about this, mate? It's gone from disaster to heaven, jubilation, maybe getting the 2 of them, but definitely Caicedo, 115 million, 8-year deal. Talk to me, Alex.
Just like you said, and I had to retweet it also. Hide your wives, hide your kids. We're going for the whole family. Who else you got over there that you tried to sign? Because and the amount of FFP specialists from Liverpool camp is unbelievable. They all FFP specialists. There's some lady, apparently she's Sadio Mane's wife, and she's tweeting saying that Chelsea is gonna get 15 points deducted. I don't know. Can you imagine the billionaires don't know how to count the money? Like, out of all people, the billionaires don't know how to do the money. Look, I was pissed off when I heard that Liverpool went in with 110, because I was not mad at Liverpool. I was mad at the owners that dragged it for 3 months and for just like to lose it. I give big up to actual Caicedo saying like, look, I'd rather live in London than in the like Everton is next door. That like
doesn't want to live in Middle Earth.
He's like, I already left third world country. I ain't going back into another city. He doesn't want to go there, man. What's the difference between Ecuador and Liverpool, man?
Alex is, look how happy he is. Man's not even had any vodka yet, and he's already drunk. That's how happy he is.
Oh my word, man! The guy's like said, I saw how Ecuador. I'm moving back to Ecuador, man. He's like, he's literally said, I'm moving. He's not moving back.
He's gone and got an 8-year deal as well. So that man, he's got his money. Take care of that family now, can relax. Another one of them big old deals as well that Chelsea
I would get Lavia too. Thank you for the Lavia, because he would have actually been Liverpool player. No, I seriously, I don't understand that move. I don't get that move. You know what? Nobody pays attention, but this thing between those 2 owners, it happened before in baseball. I don't know the details, but there's apparently there's a number 1 player that Red Sox had, and Todd Bowley, he's like, I want him. I don't care how much money he gets. That kid ended up where? In Los Angeles. He didn't end up at Boston. He didn't want to go back to Boston. He wanted to live in LA, where's the hot weather, where's the hot girls walking around. It's the same thing. Like Ecuador, man. Liverpool is Ecuador, man. Nobody going over there. And apparently Everton is your neighbor. He's like, nah, man, nah. I'm staying in London.
Yeah. On that, Felix Johnson, big Chelsea account, has made an update and basically said that Shields has been in constant contact with Lavia, assuring him that Chelsea's interest is genuine. It would be very interesting to see what happens with Lavia. And it goes, as I've said, Chelsea would love Lavia, but of course they're putting everything into Caicedo. Wouldn't be surprised and practically expect Liverpool to come in and get Lavia. But that's mostly a feeling now. And the way it's reading to me is that Chelsea are now leading the race. They've put a £55 million bid in. They haven't triggered everything to move on to the onboarding process before they get Caicedo done, because they don't want to take their eye off that. But essentially, if Liverpool don't come in and beat the bid and beat the offer, Chelsea will go, all right, cool, we will have him. So I still think Liverpool have got a chance of getting Lavia.
Yeah.
I do think they have. But
no.
do you think that's enough, JJ? Or do you think it's over, JJ? Is it done now, bro?
Man, it's done. It's done. Why are we going to get excited again? Why? Put yourself in Lavia's shoes. Apparently, you're this number one target. You've probably been tapped up, groomed up by Billy Hogan and, George Schmacker. Maybe Klopp's giving you a phone call. You're told you're the guy and they're telling you, look, the deal's going to be close. The deal's coming. The deal's coming. But just wait on it. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. We're sorting it out. Personal terms agreed, but we're sorting it out. And then all of a sudden, they just turn their attention away. They back out of that deal, apparently, and turn their attention to Caicedo and show that they actually have the money that they could have paid for you. But they just
I can tell you how we can get him.
Like that. How do you bring in a Lavia now? And what kind of dynamic does that create?
You're going to have to overpay it. You're going to have to overpay it.
Is he going to want to come? But is he even going to want to?
Of course he is. Of course he is. The number one thing that Lavia has, Liverpool has, than Chelsea don't, starting position. He's not automatic starter at Chelsea.
No, but
he will be at Liverpool.
But if Liverpool but this is my point. If Liverpool only end up with Lavia as a DM, the pressure he's going to be under. Liverpool were never going to go and do that as just one DM. I don't believe that. I think if they were going to get Lavia, they might have just tried to go and get someone else. Now we know. Not only
I do like Lavia. Lavia is really good.
No, I like him, but I just don't see Liverpool.
I just don't think he's ready either. But I think it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's better than nothing. But
JJ, I agree with you, brother. I honestly agree with you. I look at it from that exact same way as you. They might still get him, but there could be an element of Lavia where his back is so put up, and not being funny, he'd love to be back in the Prem. He might just do 6 months in the Championship and then look at January. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the
suitors, clearly he's got suitors, Terry.
He must have, and he's so good. He's so good. Samuel, are you there, bruv?